ICE shot a U.S. Marshal in Los Angeles. They were doing a targeted operation towards the most dangerous criminal. This guy was a TikToker who had been following ICE and documenting their activity. The TikToker is Richard LA18. He has about 130,000 followers on TikTok. He has been following ICE and documenting their activities and live streaming. So for that heinous crime, ICE did a targeted operation against him. They boxed him in and then they shot him, and in the process they managed to shoot a U.S. Marshal in the hand. Investigators believe gunfire erupted after an ICE officer confronted the suspect's vehicle and smashed a window with their service weapon. So they smashed the window with their pistol. While attempting to grab the suspect, authorities believe the agent's weapon discharged, striking both the suspect and a deputy U.S. Marshal. So the incompetent, untrained ICE officer smashed the window with his gun, and then he reached in the window trying to grab the guy and had a negligent discharge where he shot the suspect and another cop. And the propagandist at DHS claims that he used his vehicle as a weapon, tried to ram the agent, so they had to fire defensive shots again. Just like 2 weeks ago in Chicago, a Border Patrol agent shot a woman 5 times and claimed that they were boxed in by 10 cars and they were getting rammed. When the body camera footage from that agent shows that he told the woman, "Do something, bitch," before he got out and shot her 5 times through her door. Then that same agent drove that government SUV, which was involved in that incident, drove it 1,100 miles from Chicago to Maine. The truth is, DHS lies. Their agents are untrained, unqualified, and they routinely draw their weapons to intimidate the public. I've been collecting these videos and it keeps happening. They're just drawing their weapons and using them to intimidate people. This is wildly illegal. A legitimate police force should never draw their weapons just to intimidate and gain compliance from the public. But it's not without precedent. There are other police forces throughout history that use the threat of deadly force to gain compliance. Saddam's secret police in Iraq, for example, they used the pistol. People were terrified of these men with pistols. The KGB in Soviet Russia, the Gestapo forces in Nazi Germany. These secret police who are not held accountable to standards always go on to brutalize the population. And that's exactly what the dictator wants. That serves his desire to crush dissent. Because now these men are completely loyal to him because they know if he loses power, they go to prison. So these masked ICE agents you're watching now, they're going to go on to commit much worse, much greater crimes because their backs are against a wall. Because if they don't keep this regime in power, they will all go to prison.
State Rep on win.
Okay, I'm gonna keep following this guy. This other car behind us.
Yeah, they just put a gun.
Yeah, they just had a gun. We're at Montrose and Kimball now, telling us to stop following them.